Breakfast with Pure Coys. Oh yeah. Breakfast with Pure Coys. Breakfast with Pure Coys. Oh yeah. Breakfast with Pure Coys. Breakfast with Pure Coys.
Good morning, Spurs family. The sun is out, the coffee's hot, and the season's fresh. Let's kick it off with nothing but belief and good vibes here at breakfast with Pure Coys. Hey guys, I hope you all slept well. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. It is Friday morning, and that means we just chill out. We are ready for the weekend, and of course, the Premier League kicks off tomorrow morning. Guys, I hope you're all well. I hope everyone had a good night. And let's see who is in the chat this morning. Big up to Paul Shark. He says, nearly 5 a.m. Nige. I'm an insomniac and it's really bad at the moment. Transfer news situation not helping one bit. I totally get you there, mate. Surely we will hear something today. Silvino's agents in the UK and Eze is packed. Well, I'm not sure Eze's packed, but he may be packed. Who's he packed for, though? Spurs or Arsenal? I am concerned about that. I'm not going to lie. I am very worried that Arsenal are going to come in at the last minute and nick him off us. But we'll see. Let us know in the comments what you're thinking, guys. Big up, Paul Shark. I hope you managed to get back to sleep, at least for a couple of hours. I'm the same. I wake up every night now around 2:33. First thing I do, look at my phone, look at Twitter quickly to see if anything's broke. Yeah, it's not good. Doesn't help you get back to sleep at all. Krish is in the house. Big up, Krish. He says, big up, Nige. Anything other than Savio and Eze is a disappointment. But I think we all get that. Here we go for one of them today. I don't think it's going to be Savio, is it? Because apparently his agent's flying in to do the deal next week, try and push it through next week. So I'm not sure that's going to be today, but we will see. We will see. Tweak, big up Tweak, morning Nige and chat. Rich is in the house. Good morning all. Good morning, Rich. I hope you're well. Cookie, he is in as I nearly lose my voice. Good morning, mate. I hope you're good. I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'll give you a text later. But yeah, I hope you're good as well, buddy. Gamecock. Good morning, Gamecock. Not seen you in there before, mate. Big up. Welcome to the show. Yeah, grab a coffee and let's chill out. And yeah, nice, easy, relaxing show. Nothing too heavy today. It is Friday after all. Razzle's in the house as always. Big up, Razzle. I hope you're well, mate. Cookie is saying that big up to the chat. And Razzle saying the numbers being pulled out there for Savino. Do you think he is worth 70 million euros? Honestly, I kind of think he is. If Spurs want him, I don't really care too much about the money, to be honest, mate. I think if we want him, go get him, and I definitely think he's worth the money. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him in a Spurs shirt. But guys, let me know what you think. Do you think he's worth 70 million euros or 80 million, whatever they want for him? It is what it is. I'd pay it, if I had it, of course. But yeah, I think he's going to be a great signing. Rich is saying, I heard that you have to be signed by midday today to be eligible for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we're getting anyone in before midday today. I think now we are looking at players coming in ready for next week. It would be lovely to get Eze signed, sealed, and delivered today, and then, parade him in front of the fans tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen. I think, from what I'm hearing, Arsenal, suddenly being interested. Whether they actually are or not, I don't know. Who knows what to believe? But definitely. I think it's going to take some doing to get someone signed or Eze signed in time for tomorrow. I think, like I say, if we just get here we go today, if we can get Eze in the building for medical, that would be fantastic because Arsenal terrify me. If they get him and we don't, I will be gutted. Big up, Mero. I'm just going to call you Mero. Big up, mate. Good morning, Nige. From a fellow Nige. Ah, mate, unlucky. I'm so sorry. I apologise. I hate my name, mate. I don't know how you feel about it, but I was going to be a Luke. My mum and my dad had my sister first, and my dad chose a name for my sister. And it was my mum's turn to choose, and I was going to be a Luke, which of course, in the late 70s, early 80s, I would have been the most popular kid in school with Star Wars and everything being around. But for some reason, my dad beat my mum. Obviously, my mum was in hospital. My dad got there first and called me Nige. And my mum was like, "What? Why have you called him Nige?" And he's like, "Well, it's Nigel." And he was like, "Oh, it'd be cool when he's older. All his mates call him Nige." I'm like, yeah. It's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. But it is what it is. It's my name, so we crack on. Cookie saying all day, go get him. Absolutely. Big up, Kate. Hope you're well. Good morning. Audio's in the house. Big up, audio saying morning, Nige and chat. Razzle saying can't see City letting us sign Savinho before we play them. No, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. I think the Savinho one will go right to the end of the window personally, but we will see. We will see. Rich says, I think Savio is worth the money. I think Frank will turn him into a superstar, in my opinion. I'm with you there. I'm with you. I think he's going to be. I think if Savio comes, Savio on one wing and Kudus on the other, we are going to be scary. Scary. We'll create a lot of chances anyway. Whether we take them or not, it's another question. Razzle saying the two nice show is in the making. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Nigel saying, yeah, I hate my name too. My sister picked my name. I was supposed to be a Matthew. See, Matt, Luke, so much better. So much better. Goldie's in the house. Big up, Goldie. He's saying, I think there'll be some sort of here we go today, only because there is a protest planned tomorrow. So Levy might try and get something to please the fans. Oh, man, I hope so, mate. I hope so. I hope so. Um, yeah, we will see. Things usually happen on a Friday as well, don't they? But I got my fingers crossed. I have my fingers crossed. Kate is saying, we are just late in the transfer window. Everyone's signing players. We seem to do daydreaming in the window. Yeah, I agree. It's what we do. It's what we do. Milton's here. Big up, Milton. Hope you're feeling okay, buddy. He says, I'm still gutted about the PSG game. I had £20 on Spurs 2, PSG 1. Oh, that is a gutter. That is a gutter. I bet you would have got a fair bit for that as well. And I just saying, good old English name though. Yeah, it is. It is. Milton said, my name was supposed to be Glenn, but my dad chose Milton. Oh, again, another great name. I mean, obviously for Glenn Hoddle, but yeah, bit of gutted for you there, mate. That's one, isn't it? Guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. I think it's going to be quieter in here today. Understandably, because bigger channels are on, but we will just go with what we go with and just chill out, and it's all good. It's all good. Let's bring up some news that I have today that I have found. Just been going through Twitter before I came on. Obviously, Savinho news is that Savinho's agents are understood to be banged for Europe in a bid to secure the transfer he wants from Manchester City to Tottenham. Federico Moraes of Pro Manager left Brazil on Thursday with a view to further negotiations next week in London. Now, for me, next week is too long. Next week, I want it done now. Um, I don't understand what we're waiting for. We will just have to go with what we go with, won't we? Um, it is what it is. We just wait. We will wait. It's what we do as Spurs fans in transfer window. We wait. We are the most patient bunch in the world. Maybe that's why we're so impatient when the season starts, because we have to bloody be so patient in transfer window. Cookie is saying, please, just no more kids. We need proper men and first team players. I agree. Absolutely, I agree. Gamecock saying, my name is Flen. Big up, Flen. I hope you're well, mate. Where's that from? Sounds like an Irish name. I might be totally wrong now, but it is what it is. Manly saying it's tough being a Spurs supporter. Yes, it is. Big up, mate. Welcome to the show. If you haven't already, smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Milton saying, can't believe the disrespect Towers getting from the fans. Absolutely disgusting. You know what? Whenever you lose, and it always happens, especially with a penalty shootout, I've seen it so many times over the years. Whoever misses gets some stick. And no one's ever going to give Van der Ven stick because he's a darling of Spurs. It was always going to land on Towers' door, wasn't it? And I feel for him. But it'll pass. You know what? It will pass. And let's hope he can just talk with his feet now and score some goals for us. You know, in a weird kind of way, it might drive him on a little bit to be to show us what he's made of. I hope so. But I agree. Some of the fans absolutely disgusting. I actually think that the people who said these things and put these things all over social media, probably not even Spurs fans. They're just sick people who haven't got anything better to do with their time. Razzle saying being a Spurs fan is like real life, is a roller coaster of highs and lows. And it is, and this is why we love it, isn't it? This is why we love it. You know, if it was just all up there all the time, yeah, great. It would be great, but it would get really boring after a while. And if we're constantly down all the time, it would just be a complete waste of time. So for me, I like the roller coaster. It's yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You get all the fun of a roller coaster without the throwing up at the end. So happy days. Tweak says at least back in the day, you had Mansell. Now it's what you got as Farage, which you may or may not be happy with. Let's not talk politics. That is politics, isn't it? Listen, yeah, this world's a funny place at the moment. This world's a funny place, and that's all I can say on it. Really, it is what it is. Football keeps us going. Gamecock saying, my name is Glenn, which is not so good. I like the name Glenn. I like the name Glenn. I think Glenn's okay. Tweak saying back. Oh yeah, right, gotcha. Gamecock, Norway. Oh, okay, nice, nice. I'd love to go to Norway. I think I said it the other day. I'd love to do like Norway, Sweden, Iceland, all those like northern Europe, I guess it's called, isn't it? But yeah, I'd love it. I'd love it. Cookie is saying, smash those likes, sub to Nige, help this geezer out, grow a superb channel. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I thank each and every one of you for being in the house today. I know there's other things on, and you know, and so I do appreciate each and every one of you for being in here. I really do. J Love saying Savio, Eze, and now Danny Olmo on the card. Spurs are going to be cooking. Now, I haven't seen many of these Olmo rumours. Is there anything substantial in it? Is it something that could happen? Because, like I say, I've seen nothing about Armour. I love Danny Armour. I think he's a fantastic player, but I don't think he's as well as Eze and Savio. I think he's probably instead of Eze, which scares me a little bit. But in all fairness, if we didn't get Eze, Danny Armour, I'd take with your hand. You know, he is a great player, but he does get injured a lot. That's my one concern. But top player. I think he'd absolutely smash it at Tottenham if he came. I'd be surprised if he did though. You know, who's he with now? Barcelona. Um, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I definitely think we're going to be in for a couple of big names. If Eze and Savio don't happen, I don't expect us to go out and sign average young players. I think we will get at least one big name. Let's see. Let's see. Milton says it happens, but in life is more important. I was literally minutes away from death last week. Football is nothing compared to life itself. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, and I'm glad you're on the mend, buddy. But for me, football's a release. Coming on here doing YouTube is a release from life. For an hour every morning, or when I come on here, I can forget about how crap life is out there, you know, and I can just talk to you lot. We can have a conversation about Spurs and how we're feeling and get to know each other. And I like that. I don't worry about the rest of it at 20 to 10 or whatever. Razzle saying, Nige, check out Zeko football analysis of the game against PSG. I will. I will. I will look at it this afternoon when I'm home from work. Kate said, Nige, I'd love another striker in as well. Yes, I'd love a striker in. I'm not really overly keen on either of our strikers. I know I have said that I think Solanke will hit 20 Premier League goals next season, mainly because I think he's going to get the service turn. If he doesn't, he needs to be sold. But I'd love us, you know, Tottenham have always had great strikers, always had top class strikers. And yeah, I look at our strikers now and I'm not in love with any of them, you know, so I'd quite happily have another striker. But Kate, let me know which one. What striker would you go for? I'd quite happily say if we got another striker in, I'd love it to be Vlahovic. Don't think it will be, but if we got another striker for me, Vlahovic, big name, struggled at Juve a little bit, but I think he's perfect for Premier League football. Let me know what you think. Steve says, big up Steve, it's always been that way at Spurs. We always have a pantomime villain. I remember back in the 80s, it was Paul Miller. Yeah, you know what? I loved Paul Miller. Absolutely loved Paul Miller. I thought he was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Um, yeah, I liked him. I liked Miller, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Who was it in the 90s? I mean, we've always had those players that the fans just haven't taken to, haven't we? Um, yeah, plenty of them, plenty of them. Barbaric Disdain, big up, mate, saying, good morning, Nige. Make this channel your best summer signing. Exactly. Smash those likes and sub, people. Thank you so much, mate. I really do appreciate that. And Razzle saying, it was quite interesting to see the tweaks PSG did. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, you know, they also have a top manager. And Cookie, big up Cookie, my friend. He has gifted one Pure Coys TV membership. So thank you very much. If you did receive it, make sure you give Cookie a big up and a thank you. But thank you, Cookie. I really do appreciate it. And a big up to your good lady as well, who become a member yesterday. And I'm not sure I thanked her because I'm not sure whether it came up after the show or whatever. Anyway, big up to good lady, and thank you to her too. Milton has said it's 5:45 p.m. Friday night in ours. I'd love it. I don't want to wish time away, but I'd love it to be 5:45 now. It means my working day would be done. Hopefully, I'd have a bit of money in my pocket for dinner, and yeah, me and Eads could have maybe we could go for a McDonald's later. Lovely, lovely. Milton's still banging on about Conceição. Yeah, still wish we got Francisco Conceição. Yeah, listen, that would be nice. It would be nice. Maybe next summer. Maybe next summer. Um, but you do love him. You do love him. And fair play to you. Razzle saying, who's your money on Milton Bombers or St Kilda? Um, is this for me? Christ, I have no idea. I don't even know who they are. Proves what I know. Audio said, Nige, I'm sure some of them were Spurs fans. It wasn't that long ago when they had the Aubameyang banana incident. These idiots elsewhere, everywhere, and some are in the stadium. Yeah, no, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. It's just, it's pathetic, isn't it? It is absolutely pathetic. J-Love, Google Danny Olmo to Spurs. Spurs are looking at all Barcelona are in financially difficulty, so need to sell. Um, Okay, I'll have a look later. But yeah, listen. I'd love him. I'd love him. I just can't see him and Eze coming in at the same time. I think it'd be one or the other. But we will see. We will see. Steve says, "Is anyone else concerned with weekend game? Who's going to unlock the gate as as they will have everyone behind the ball?" You know what? I'm not actually concerned about the Burnley game so much. I think we showed enough against Paris Saint-Germain that we should be able to create something. Um, you know, it may be set pieces. Is listen, until we get the players that Frank wants, I don't think it's going to be a good watch for maybe a few weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. But I think if we can get the players in, I think by mid-October, I think we'll see a Spurs side that hopefully we can be proud of. But it's definitely not going to be an easy start. You know, I think anyone who thinks we're just going to fly out of the blocks and be smashing teams, especially with our strike force at the moment, yeah, it's just not going to happen. But we will see. Corey's in the house. Morning all. Big up, Corey. I hope you're well, mate. And Milton saying, Razzle, I follow the Western Bulldogs. Okay, is this Australian rules? Is it Australian rules? But I'll go the Saints. Who does my cousin support? My cousins lived in Oz for like 50 years. So they emigrated when my cousins were babies. They live in Perth, and I forget who they follow. I think they follow one of the big boys. Who's the one with the black and white stripes? I'm pretty certain it's them. Pretty certain it's them. Razzle saying, I'm a Tigers fan. This is if we are talking about Australian rules, of course. Razzle saying, where are you from? Ed M's in the house. Big up, Ed M. Saying, morning, Nige and chat. Good morning. I hope you're well, buddy. Happy Friday to you. Maro Vinnigan is saying, football is a getaway from the stress of life. But sadly for us, we're Spurs fans. Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's more stress, isn't it? Razzle saying UK, but my family live in Brisbane. Brisbane's lovely as well. Talking about life, I've lost 5 friends at a young age due to illness in the last 10 days. Jesus, mate. Christ, that's not good. That's not good. Between Madders and Olmo, they could rotate on the injury list. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mick was saying, I live in Wollongong, but my family live in Western Australia. Yeah, that's where my family are too. Katie said, Nigel, I agree with you with your striker, but I wanted Gokares, but he's gone to the filth. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Gokares does, isn't it? It really is this season. It's going to be an interesting season. I can't wait. What I haven't got is Sky at the moment, so I need to find a way. I was looking at getting Now TV just for a couple of months, just to tide me over, because I need to be watching football this weekend. Milton said, where I live is the best beach in Australia, but very expensive. Nice. Side Dancer, big up Side Dancer, saying, hi everyone. Apparently, Eze follows Spurs on Instagram and then quickly unfollowed. Maybe someone from Palace told him. Maybe. Has he followed any London, like, moving people yet? Or, you know, not that it would matter because he lives in London, but anything we can grab onto would be fantastic. The 2 marks show Cookie saying, I've offered my services as a number 10 for Spurs, but alas, no reply. Well, listen, as the window, gets closer to ending, mate, you might get that call. You might get that call. Made of money. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Whose birthday is it? Does that happen on your laptop when your birthdays come up on Facebook? And yeah, I'll have to send a few happy birthdays later. Chris saying, even if we get a 1-0 win versus Burnley, that's all. It's because Eze and Savio will be there for City afterwards. Yeah, I like it's already been said in the chat. I think Rich said it. I don't think Savio will be here for City. I think that will hopefully be the game after. But hopefully we get Eze in for City. That would be fantastic. Corey saying, I'm getting there, man. A day at a time. Yeah, I feel you there, buddy. I feel you there. Stresses of life suck balls. Let's face it. Razzle saying pies scum. And Merriv, I'm just going to call you Nige, mate. We must remember PSG had only been back a week, so part of that 75 minutes we played so well is because of that. Quite possibly, yeah, quite possibly. I actually thought they would start well and run out of steam. They didn't do that. They ended really strongly. So yeah, I think I agree with you to a point, but I think we do have to give Spurs a bit of credit. Also, Nigel, I think you got a membership, so welcome. Welcome to Pure Coys TV, mate. And yeah, hopefully you stay more than a month. Steve says, can you imagine getting all 3 of Olmo, Eze, and Savinho? I'd be tempted to move back to London and buy a season ticket. Yeah, we'd be pretty unstoppable, wouldn't we? We would be pretty unstoppable if that happened. That would be really, really fantastic. Adam Paul is in the house saying, morning all. Good morning, mate. I hope you're well. If you haven't, smash that like, hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 1100. I think I'm about 17 away. So I've got a bit of time to go yet. But yeah, any help would be much appreciated. Yeah, I know that feeling as well, buddy. Christ. Milton says, Collingwood Magpies nice. Yes, that's it. I think it's Collingwood. Yes. Adam saying Collingwood playing black and white. Yep, that would be them. That would be them. Adam says, let's hope we get Here We Go today. It's the least we deserve. I agree. I agree. We deserve something. We've been waiting long enough as Spurs fans. Razzle saying, I know you work long hours, Milton, so fair play to you. Yes. Let's see what other news we got in. Let's see what other news I clipped up this morning. Again, it was probably of course, about Eze, and it is Tottenham Hotspur remain in talks with Crystal Palace over a deal for central attacking midfielder Eberechi Eze and are inching closer to an agreement. This is where I get scared. Arsenal have shown an interest in Eze, but at present, the forward looks most likely to end up at Spurs. Most likely. Yesterday, guys, they were telling us that Eze only wanted Tottenham. He wanted to move to Spurs. Now it's most likely. Oh, I don't like that at all. At all. We need to get a here we go today. We cannot be waiting any longer. Cannot be waiting any longer. Adam says, is it worth taking a punt on Vlahovic from Juve? Probably get him on loan. He's not been at his best, but he's still 25 and there's a player in there. I absolutely 100% would snap your hand off. Not yours, I snap my hand off as well. For Vlahovic, I think he's a great player. Really do. A goal scorer. You look at his goals that he scores. Really good goals. I love him. I think he'd be a great striker. Does get injured a bit, but if we can keep him fit, I think his build and the way he scores, type of goals that he scores, I think are absolutely made for Premier League football. And if we're going to be hitting those crosses into the box, which we like, and those long throws of Vlahovic for me, no brainer if we can get him in at a reasonable price. And I know price wise, we probably getting him cheap, but it's the wages. It's the wages, isn't it? That I think could sting us, but there's no reason why we can't go get him. Chris is saying Marinakis will block the deals with Tottenham because he wants the odds. Yeah, Marinakis. He's one, isn't he? He is one. But Forest are doing bits. I think they've signed. They signed one, or they've got three others on the go at the moment. They are looking busy suddenly, Forest, which is really annoying because I don't know how you guys feel. I'd love Forest to go down this year. Absolutely love it. Steve says, Adam Paul, I agree with Vlahovic. I think he would really suit the English game, and best of all, he's cheap for Danny Boy. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we could get him cheap and all good. All good. Rugby is the biggest sport in Australia right now. Oh, it's rugby. Okay. Not Aussie rules then. See, I know nothing about Australian sport really, apart from cricket. Um, my name is from the Matrix, by the way. It's pronounced Meroving. Okay. Okay. I still call you Nige because I know your name now. Cookie saying, big up to all the chat in here. Help Nige to get there and smash that sub button and like the stream. Absolutely. I think most of the people in our regulars. Big up to each and every one of you. Like I say, I really do appreciate you being in the house. It was a bit of a should I go live this morning? Because but I thought, you know what? I go live every morning. I'm just going to continue to do my thing and hope that people come in, and guys, you have, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you to each and every one of you. Christian, has the Eze release clause expired? Now, apparently, from what I've been reading, it expires today. So yeah, I don't really get the whole thing. I think if he's got a release fee, um, you know, why don't we match it? Why don't we get that clause open and get him in? But apparently a lot of people say it really doesn't matter whether he's whether it's expired or not, because nobody's willing to pay the money for him, which I just don't get. I think 68 million or 65 million, whatever it is, I think it's pretty cheap for Eze. Eze's a top player. I don't get why um people are turning their nose up at it. And I get that he's only got 2 years left on his contract, but let's be honest, we'd want 50, 60 million for Romero, and he's a defender. Even if we were getting rid of maybe not Solanke, but I don't know, with someone 2 years left on their contract, you still expect to get 60, 70 million for him, especially somebody that good. So I don't quite understand why people are turning their nose up, but it is what it is. Cookie saying Vlahovic would be superb at Spurs. I agree, mate. I agree. I'd love him in. I would love him in. I'm just skipping over the rugby things just because I don't understand it or follow it. Side Dancer saying, I think the deadline for Eze is today, with the release clause ends today. After that, they will try getting to sign a new contract. This has got like Morgan Gibbs White written all over it, isn't it? absolutely all over it. Vlahovic has to need an arm around him type of, yeah, maybe he is that type of player. Needs a huge confidence boost. I defo loan him for sure. I'm 100% with you. 100% with you. Why can't we get Savinho before the City game? Just because, well, we could get him. I just think maybe City would put it in the contract that he can't play against City. So maybe, I'm not saying we can't get him, whether we could play or whether City would, the last thing City want to do is sell him to us and then Savinho smashes the winner. So no reason why we can't get him. I just don't see him being allowed to play. And I know it's not a loan, so it'll be slightly different, but this is why I see maybe City trying to hold out till after the City game. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a fan. I know nothing. Paul G's in the house. Morning all. Good morning, Paul. I hope you're well, buddy. Cookie saying, could you imagine a front four of Savio, Eze, Kudus, and Vlahovic? Wow, wow, wow. Yes, please. I'd love that. I mean, that would be a strike force to, it would strike fear into most Premier League sides and most of Europe. Let's be honest, if that was our front four. Whew, whew, oh my word. Oh my word. That's all I can say. Razzle saying, Cookie, make it happen. Yeah, Cookie, get on the blower. Get on the blower, have a word with Daniel and see what you can do. Razzle saying, the problem with Eze is you're paying 60 million with no repay, and at the end, we don't get them. Yeah, I agree. But the way I see it, like I said before, I think we finished 17th last year. Let's say with the squad we got now, we finish 11th. We finish 11th without Eze. If we were to spend that extra 10 million on Eze, say we wanted him for 60, and Palace were like, no, we want 70. We spend that extra 10 million on Eze and finish 6th. We've moved up 5 places. That's 15 million pound in prize money from the Premier League. We've made that money back and some. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. But I don't know whether clubs look at the longer, the bigger picture when it comes to selling on, but they don't look at the bigger picture when it comes to actually we could make more money because we get higher up the league, have a chance of maybe winning stuff. Whereas right now we have absolutely no chance. Cookie says, I'm on it, Razzle. Yes, get on it, mate. Chris is saying, we will get a bomber today. I hope so, mate. I really do. And Side Dancer saying, Chris Cowlin just said Spurs are inching closer for Eze. Oh, I really do hope so. I really do hope so. So yeah, looking at transfers apart, guys, of course, is the Premier League. It starts tonight, doesn't it? Anfield, Liverpool against Bournemouth. I think, obviously Liverpool already they're looking like they could be runaway favourites for the title. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Liverpool win the title as it is? Anyone watch the overlap? Jamie Carragher is very much like, no, Liverpool need at least 3 or 4 more players. Obviously they have lost players. So I'm not sure whether they've replaced everything they need yet, but they've definitely got a fantastic, fantastic squad. I do think they are short in a few areas, but 100% they are looking favourites for the title as it is. Poor old Bournemouth, they seem to have lost all their players. They are signing a few though, aren't they? They signed the Brentford striker, and they signed a centre half. They definitely need more though. If they don't get them, I think I think Bournemouth are in for a tough season. No, so I'll rephrase that. Brentford bought the Bournemouth striker, didn't they? So, so Bournemouth have lost their defence, their goalkeeper, and a striker. So, I think they're in for a tough season, Bournemouth. Let me know what you think on Bournemouth, guys. Are they in for a tough season? Could they go down? Or will they get the players in to help them? Because, like I say, they need a lot of players in, don't they? They need a lot of players in. Let's see what they do. Breaking news, Nige. I don't know. Is there breaking news? Let me know if there is. The Chris Cowlin thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've read that this morning. I think as well. Let's just hope it happens. Let's just hope it happens. Um, Shirt sales alone would pay the 10 million. Absolutely, that as well, mate. That as well, yeah. I can imagine literally everybody would have Eze on their shirt. Um, Not only because Eze is a great player, but he's only got 3 letters, so it's going to be a lot cheaper. Razzle saying it'd be interesting to see if Eze gets named in the Palace squad if nothing gets done before the weekend. Yes, that will be interesting. Oh God, it needs to be done though, doesn't it? It needs to be done today. We can't be waiting all weekend for it. That would be shocking. Liverpool to win the league by 6 points. Wow, you're going hard early. I mean, I think Liverpool are favourites. What I do think though is Liverpool have got a lot of pressure on themselves now. Last season, there's no pressure on them. Klopp had just left. I think everybody, me as well, were very much like, yeah, Liverpool in transition. They've just lost their manager. It's going to take them a couple of years to build. They absolutely smashed the title at Cantor last season. And now suddenly he's building his own team. They've spent a lot of money and now the pressure's on to do it again. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool cope with the pressure. I think they'll be fine. But I definitely think City are going to be in amongst it. Obviously, Rodri's back now as well. I think, I hate to say it, but I think Arsenal will be as well. Chelsea, for me, not sure. They definitely look a good side on their day. Whether they have enough days is the question for me. I heard someone say yesterday is they're great in competition football. And I know the Premier League's competition, but you know what I mean? Cup football, they're usually pretty good at. When it comes to 38 game Premier League, not so sure. It's going to be interesting to see what Chelsea do, and they rely a lot on Cole Palmer. They do rely a lot, and if he's not smashing it, then I don't know. Chelsea are going to be an interesting one. Again, they've signed a lot of players, so it'd be interesting to see how they all mould together. Steve says I doubt there's another player that can unite the whole fan base like Eze can across all fingers. That maybe today will be the day. I absolutely agree. He is the one player, and this is why they have to get it done. They have to get it done because I think as a fan base, if we miss out on Eze now, it's going to be carnage. It's going to be absolute carnage. And I'm not sure I want to be around for that. So hopefully we get it done today or get it done over the weekend. Ed M saying, I wouldn't expect Savio to get done until after we play City. They won't want him available to play against them yet. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I think as well. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more, mate. SJ saying, I think if it's not this year, perhaps if not the next year, then Chelsea will be title contenders. Pains me to say, I think their team has endless quality. Yeah, they've definitely signed well. It's just whether they can all mould together this season. But I agree, if not this season, then they're definitely going to be in amongst it next season. Side Dancer saying, good to see my local side Oxford play Lancashire in the starting 11. Yes, yes. So you're from Oxford, mate. Or you're close to Oxford. I'm pretty close to Oxford. Well, I say I'm pretty close. I'm not. Um, so yeah, I'm in the West Country, not far from Swindon. So I got that Swindon Oxford rivalry. But yeah, so you're pretty close as well. So fair play. Chris saying, I just let Eze play for Palace at the weekend so we can keep him match fit, and in that way Tottenham can move. I see. Scoring the winner. I get that. I just don't want him playing against anyone. I don't want him playing. I don't even want him training. Don't want to risk him getting an injury. And the longer we leave it, the more chance we have of Arsenal getting in for him. For me, if we want him, we need it done today. Get him in the building, lock the doors, lock the windows, put him in handcuffs. Don't let him go. Just don't let him go. Corey Boy saying, I think both Bournemouth and Brentford are going to have a rough year. Let's hope Forest also have a sodding hard year as well. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Bournemouth and Brentford will have a tough season. Sadly, I think Forest will do okay. Hope they don't, but I think they probably will have quite a good season because they're signing good players. Milton saying Bournemouth to finish 15th. I think right now they probably take that with the players that they've lost. They're raking it in now, over 200 million brought in. So fair play to them. Huddle Waddle, big up, mate. Hope you're well. Happy Friday to you. Saying paying 60 million for Eze is cheap compared to what we paid for the following: Ndombele, Ng, Rebrov, Mido, Bent, Raziak, and Sessignon. Absolutely. Yeah, Eze is an absolute steal. I've got to say, I loved Mido. I thought he was a cracking player, and yeah, Mido was a bit of a cult hero for me. But the rest, Rebrov was all right, but we bought a 5'2" player to play up front on his own, which was crazy. Um, but I agreed with you on Ndombele, and G was a complete waste of money. Bent should have known better. He was an Arsenal fan, and Raziak, wow, best haircut in world football. And Sessegnon just looked terrified all the time, didn't he? Absolutely terrified. Milton saying Spurs signs 3 players, Nige, Cookie and Sheriff in a triple scoop. Yeah, we would I tell you what, if you thought Spurs were bad finishing 17th last season, you get me, Cookie and Sheriff on the pitch, and I think we get a record low Premier League's points tally without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. I think there's probably about half a mile running in each of us, or maybe all together. SJ said, did anyone see that Sunny LFA shirts are the highest selling shirts globally for any sport, including more than Messi, Ronaldo, LeBron, or anyone? Really? Wow. Wow. That is. I mean, I'm shocked, but I shouldn't be shocked, should I? Because, Sonny is massive, absolutely massive wherever he goes. Side Dancer said Liverpool were vulnerable in defence, only a couple of senior centre backs. Yes. I think that's where they're going to be vulnerable this season. I think they're going to be great going forward, but I expect Liverpool to concede a few goals this season. So I'd actually say if Chelsea had a good keeper, then I would put them up there. Sanchez is very dodgy. I think for me, that's what they're missing, isn't it? A top class keeper. Um, I still think maybe a top class striker as well. Though I do like Delap. Think he's very good. Is he world class? No, of course not. I think for me, if they had a world class keeper and a world class striker, I think they'd be certainly in there for the title. Corey Boy saying Savio's agents are in the UK to push the transfer through as he wants to move to Spurs. Isn't it nice to have players that want to come to Tottenham? I think Savio is going to be a big favourite, just like Kudus, because um, they want Spurs, and that's all we want, isn't it? As fans, is players that want to play for our club. So I'd actually say North, Oxfordshire, okay, Banbury, yeah, quite a bit away from me then. Not as close as I thought, but yeah, nice part of the world. Razzle saying, what's your lineup and score prediction for Burnley, Nige? Ooh, tough one. Tough one. I think as it is now, squad now, I think Vicario, Spence, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro. I think, this is where it gets tough because I think we need to be a little bit more attacking. So I would just use one in the 6, so I would use Polinia, and then I would have Bergval and Saar, I think, with this is tough. This is tough. Richarlison, I think, has to start after his performance in midweek. Of course, Kudus, and the left-hand side. I'd probably pick Odeberg against his old club if he's fit. Let me know, guys. What would you pick, and would your side be close to mine? I think pretty much the back 5 kind of picks itself, doesn't it? But let me know what you think in the comments. Chris saying, would 60 million get Eze over the line? I think it would. I think 60 million plus 8 add-ons would get him over the line, yeah. Or even 10 add-ons. Just get the deal done. Just get the deal done. I think apparently haven't we offered 58 plus 7? Is that right? 58 plus 7 in add-ons, or is it 6 in add-ons? Just put that up to 60. I think it's 7. So yeah, put that up to 60 million in money and 8 in add-ons. And I think we get him. But we need to do it quickly. Exactly, Corey. Mido, what a player. What a player. What a player. Steve says, love your show, nice. Thanks, mate. You always approach things in a calm manner. Keep up the good work, mate. Off to work now, Corey. Big up, mate. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, it's hard finding your audience, but I love doing these morning shows. So I will keep doing it. And as long as you guys keep coming in, then all the better. So big up, Steve. Have a good day, mate. And yeah, stay safe. Cookie saying, let's be having it large chat. Smash that like button and sub to Nige. Yes, thank you very much, Cookie. Really do appreciate it, mate. Kate Rixham saying, Forest are signing McAtee and Callum Wendo. Thought we were looking at them. Yeah, I think they're good signings for Forest. Haven't seen enough of Callum Wendo, but he looks decent. McAtee I like. Given the choice though, I'd much rather have Eze. But let's see what happens. Good signings for Forest though. I think they'll be fine next season. I think they'll be in around that top 8 along with us. So yeah, let's see what happens. Scott Colliver's in the house. Hello, Nige. Good morning, Scott. I hope you're well, mate. Corey Boy saying, because in the football world, there are 3 names that come in the back in the nations: Messi, Argentina; Ronaldo, Portugal; Sonny, South Korea in modern football. Who else has done it? Beckham. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right there, mate. Yeah, Sonny's carrying a nation, isn't he? So fair play. Guys in the house, big up, Guy. I hope you're well, mate. Ed M is saying a hard fought 2-0 win is my prediction. I agree. I think it will be 2-0. Don't think it's going to be pretty. I don't think it's going to be swashbuckling football. It may take a set piece to get us the lead. Burnley, very good defensively in the Championship last season. Whether they're going to have enough to really break us down in the top end, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be a hard-fought win. Might even be a couple of late second half goals that win it. But I'm with you, Ed. I think a 2-0 win. I think a 2-0 win. And the Sheriff is in the house. Big up, Sheriff. I hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, hope you're well. Have a great weekend. I expect, no doubt, we'll chat over the weekend. Probably do something together, show-wise, of course. And yeah, welcome in, mate. Spencer Fox, big up Spencer. Hope you're well, mate. Saying it's like Groundhog Day with Spurs and transfers. Nothing changes from Spurs are interested or Spurs are monitoring. We are so slow compared to others. Yeah, we are, aren't we? We're so slow. Look at Forest. Last night, it's just like bish bash bosh. Players in. I know they're not officially in yet, but I can guarantee that Forest will probably have 3 players in today, and they'll be done and dusted, holding the shirt, whilst we're still haggling over the odd 500,000 here and now. Cookie saying, here he is. Yes, the Sheriff is in. Here's Ed M's side. It is Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Spence, Bellinia, Benton, Corsar, Kudus, Richarlison, Johnson is what I'd expect versus Burnley. Yeah, I forgot about Johnson. Yeah, he might well start as well. And Vicario, yeah, it's hard to disagree. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure whether we played a double pivot in the 6. I'm not sure whether we need it against Burnley or we shouldn't. So I think we might go a little bit more attacking and stick a Bergvall in now. But we'll see. Chris is saying, surely you don't drop Bentancur after that brilliant display. He was absolutely fantastic, wasn't he? But do we need two defensive midfielders against Burnley? I'm not sure. I'm not sure we do. So this is why. This is why I think we may only play one. But listen, Bentancur can play further up. He scores goals. You know, he's dangerous from set pieces. So he might well play. He might well play. I just think for the game we got Man City not long after. I think Bentancur's a shoe-in for the City game. So I think maybe he might go Bergvall. But guys, like I say, let us know in the comments what you think. Team-wise, Marianne's here. Big up, Marianne. I hope you're well. Good morning, Nige and chat. Good morning to you. And Sheriff saying good morning to the Cookmeister. Kate saying Burnley will be a low block team, but didn't get many goals. But it didn't score many. No, they didn't. They don't let in many goals, but it didn't score any. I worry about creativity for us. Absolutely, I worry about creativity as well. But I think, like I say, it might take a set piece goal. It might take a penalty. It's not going to be pretty, but I think we get the job done. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we absolutely smash them. 5 or 6-0, but we'll see. Guy saying, if we don't beat Burnley, I'm going to go to the Coaching Horses and drown out the shit show. Do it. You go to the Coaching Horses anyway, mate. It's a great pub. Do it. Cookie saying, good morning to Sheriff. And the Sheriff coming in with a 5-0 tomorrow. Brenny, Brennan hat-trick. Guys, get your money on it. The Sheriff is the oracle. So he said 5-0. A Johnson hat-trick. Go and put money on it. He did say, I mean, he was wrong, but he did say Spurs would win 2-1 against Paris Saint-Germain. And he was literally 90 seconds away from being right. So get your money on it, guys. Razzle saying Real Madrid estimated they lost 25 to 50 million revenue when Beckham left. That is crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. Corey saying Johnson's starting position should be the water boy. Oh, I can see steam coming out of Sheriff's ears already. Guy saying the 2 marks show Cookie still not convinced about Brenda after the debate. Yeah, I think you need a round 2 on that, guys. Definitely. Guy, I've no doubt the saga of Brennan will continue. Guy Thompson, Guy says, been going to the coaching horses since 1999. Fantastic. Sheriff saying the oracle of wisdom. The wisdom and truth, mate. Wisdom and truth. And Cookie saying, this is the season to show off the skills, in it, Cookie? Brenda, ole, ole. Yeah, I think Johnson's going to be an interesting one. Does he start many games? I'm not sure he does. I like Brennan Johnson. I do. He gets goals. If he starts, where does he start? This is the thing. Does he start off the left? If we're signing Savinho, at the moment, currently with the team that we have, I would say Johnson probably starts off the left, which we won't get the best of him from. Um, I mean, if we sign Savinho, he doesn't get in the side, does he? Let's be honest, he doesn't get inside if we sign Savinho. He struggles now, so it's going to be interesting to see what we do with Johnson. Do we sell him? Is there a chance we sell him before the transfer window shuts? Don't know. Corey saying, I don't rate the guy who can't take on a player and looks slow when he's meant to be fast. Had faster shits. Christian, Nige, do you do football? Is that I don't actually. No, I don't. Just mainly because I never change my side. So I'll pick my team, I'll pick my fantasy side, it'll be fantastic, and then I'll just leave it. And then 3 months later, I wonder why I'm bottom of the table because all my players are injured and I've not moved them. So no, I don't. I don't tend to do it. If I'm honest, mate. Tried a few times and yeah, it's not worked for me. Sheriff saying that's why we lost the other night without him. Maybe if we brought him on, it might have been different. Probably not, but who knows? Thoughts on Brenda? Just as a 9, tapping in it. Trouble is, he doesn't hold the ball up, does he? That's my problem with it. I think if we're just getting balls out wide and getting balls in the box. Why not? Johnson now, right now, as of now, and this maybe says a lot about our attacking force. Now Sonny's gone, I think Johnson's probably our best finisher. Let that sink in, guys. Let that sink in. Marcus is in the house. Morning, guys. Good morning, mate. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. Corey saying, I hope we get Eze and replace bang average Brenner. Yeah, I hope we get Savio, Eze, and it wouldn't surprise me, if out of the blue we sell Johnson. Don't know, don't know. Guy is saying, come on, you effing Spurs. Cookie saying, play Johnson in a 2 up front if we have to. I think that's the only way I see him getting in or playing off the left. He's not got no chance of getting in on the right now, has he? With Kudus being, I know Kudus won't play every game, but I just don't see where he gets in. Morning, mate. Wait, was that a Gomba It is, yeah, it is. I got I got all sorts. I got a lot of a Mario, kind of half Mario sleeve when the kids were little. I got them choose a couple, and yeah, Gumba's my favourite one. Love the guy. I have also got a Mario penis on me, which is not clever. So you go like that, it looks normal. I go like that. If you can see it, look, I got a big old Mario dick. So go me, go me. Come on, Eze, force the move. Yeah, sadly, I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. Marcus saying, I'm guessing still no signings. No, not yet. Not yet. There is time. I think we signed someone today. Hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And Guy's laughing, I think, at my penis tattoo. So, guys, let me know before I call it a day. Let me know what you think tomorrow. Give me a score prediction. Are Spurs going to start well? Is it going to be a tough start for Tottenham? Let me know. I think we're going to win 2-0. And let's hope we do. Thanks, man. Cricket said, love the Mario dick. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's what she said. Guy Thompson, he says 2-0 Spurs as well. Marianne saying 2-0 Spurs. This is all good positive stuff. Razzle saying 1-0 set piece go. That'll do. That will do. Marcus saying 3-0 Spurs. Ronnie saying 1-0. All these I'm liking. Chris saying 1-0. Neo saying 4-0 easy win. I like that, Neo. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Join the old positive train. I like it. The sheriff saying 5-0 Johnson again. Ole, ole. And Kate is saying 2-1. Big up all victories for Tottenham. And I think Kate's the only one that's gone for Burnley to score. I think we've all got a clean sheet otherwise. So fair play. It's all wins. So we're all expecting Spurs to win. Cookie coming in with a 2-0 Spurs victory as well. Dazzle saying, I think we will have 65% possession as well, but not create much. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I think we will have a lot of possession, but not overly create too much. And Marcus saying, are they still protesting before the game? I think as it stands, I think they absolutely are. I think the protests are going ahead. I'm not going to go into too much about how I feel about it. I think the protests 100% needed. 100%. Maybe we'll wait until the window's shut, but protest got to protest. You got to do what you got to do. And fair play to each and every one of you that turns up tomorrow and shouts hard and shouts loud for this great club to get us back what we really deserve. Adam, big up Adam, is saying 3-0 all in the second half. I take that. I would take that. Edem saying 2-0 own goal and a bit of Kudus magic. That's what we need, isn't it? That's what we need. A bit of Kudus magic. Like getting down the right hand side, dropping the shoulder, cutting in and bending one into the top corner. That would get the fans off their seats. That's what we need. A bit of magic, a bit of stardust in there just to give us some hope. Guy saying we need a good goal difference for this season, but I don't see it happening. Not currently, mate. Not currently. Like I said, I don't think we concede many, but I don't think at the moment we're scoring too many either. Get Savinio and Eze in, that could change totally. Guy saying, I will go to the protest. Yes, mate, you do it. You go and yeah, do your thing. Do your thing, mate. Marcus saying 100% agree. Corey saying, nothing like playing Robocop Rogue City, shooting shit, making myself feel happy. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of gaming. I've not gamed for a long time now. I need to get. I actually bought an old Spectrum. Oh, I bought a new Spectrum because I had a Spectrum when I was a kid, and love it. Love a good Spectrum. But I was going through the games, the free games of it, not that great. So yeah, I might have to get myself when I can afford it. Probably another Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy. Had a PlayStation for a little bit. Just not the same for me. I like the Xbox, so I will probably get another Xbox when I can afford it. And survival horror games are my games. I love a good survival horror, obviously, plus the football games. Marcus saying Kudus is quality. Absolutely. I'm going. Fair play. Make sure you shout loud, cheer the team on, help get us over the line. Just got Raiden, but needs to make my brekkie. Got to do what you got to do, mate. Guy saying I used to play Spectrum and code on it. I use emulators. Yeah, I had a mate who he had an Amiga and we used to make games all the time. You know, football management games are so easy to make. Like just like and yeah, brilliant. We spent hours and hours and summers just making like football manager games. So it was good. It was good. Corey saying RoboCop is free on Game Pass, is it? Every now and again on Game Pass, they put an absolute banger in there, don't they? Absolute banger in there. Glory Boy saying Resident Evil, cracking game. Played all the Resident Evils, great. But there's a game that I've played a few times. I can't remember. Remothered. Any of you played Remothered? Oh, it's mental. It scares the crap out of me. But what a game! What a game! Jamie's big up Jamie saying we didn't finish 17th. People forget context because it debunks a toxic narrative. Mate, we're not in here for toxicity today. We're in here to chill out and be positive about Spurs. Forget the past. It's all about the future. It's Tottenham Hotspur. Let's support the club. I'm not interested in Ange in, Ange out, Frank in, Frank out. I don't give a monkey's rat's behind. I'm just behind this club right now. It's a new season. Let's get behind them. Got all the Gears of Wars. Played them on. Yeah, Gears of Wars were good as well. Halo. Loved Halo back in the day. Marianne saying PS5 and Elden Ring. That's my thing for the moment. Yeah, I don't mind a bit. The reason I got the PS5 was to play, and I can't remember the game's gone out of me. What's the series they did on Amazon? The first season's just finished. Well, it finished last year, waiting for the next one. But that's the reason I got the PS5. Played that for quite a while. Scott M said 0-0 for the Burnley game. Wish I could give a better prediction, but I can't see where the goals are coming from. No, that's fair enough, mate. Listen, it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough. But I think maybe we might have enough. Like I say, a bit of Kudos magic might do the business. Jamie saying, when we had a fully fit squad, we're always near the top. And I think, you know what? I think we will be this year. Not near, but I think if we can get these couple of players in, I think we will get at least, I think we've got an excellent chance. If we can get Eze and Savio in, I think we've got an excellent chance of being the best of the rest, or at least we're in that mix. If we don't, it's going to be 9th or 10th, but let's see how we do. Machina Joe, big up, mate. Is saying Keir Starmer raid. Only joking, Hotspur Hood raid. Big up, Dan. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. And yeah, you're welcome in, guys. Make sure when you come in, smash that like, hit that subscribe button, and we will see what happens. I've just got to send a text. I've had a work text. Yes, I'm in. Good times. So yes, Tomb Raider all the way. Absolutely, you are a Tomb Raider boy. But only the first couple, mate, wasn't it? Only the first couple when it was all blocks. When her boobs were made of like blocks, basically. I like the more recent games, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Huddle Waddle, Mido, and Xbox, two of my favourite thing. Yeah, I love Mido. I love Mido. I've lost my way again. Guy Thompson saying someone made Football Manager in Excel for free and give it to Google. Are you kidding me? They could have made an absolute fortune. Big up, Tony. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for the raid, Danny. As I've said already, much appreciated, mate. Philly saying big up, Nigel, and everyone in the chat. Nothing beats a PlayStation 5. Playing FIFA FC is the closest thing I get to seeing Spurs lifting the league these days. Yeah. Guys, so you're a FIFA, but I was much more of a Pro Evo guy. And obviously, they ruined it. Pro Evo 4, Pro Evo 5 were the games for me. Fantastic games. Audio saying the Amiga 600 is what I started making tunes on. Fair play. See, I just love audio retro computers. I do. Commodore 64, like I say, I've got Spectrum now. Don't play it as much as I used to, but here's what it is. Marcus saying, I play football on the PS5, use Spurs, but unlike Levy, I buy players. Absolutely. Absolutely. Xbox is a poor man's PS5. PS is much better. Better games halfway through Red Dead Redemption 2. Never done it before. Best game ever is Witcher 3. Big up, Dan. I hope you're well, mate. Yeah. Thing is, I don't like Red Dead Redemption is great. My son, Charlie, was like his best game ever, he says. And but and I know you can play multiplayer on that, but I'm a multiplayer man. I like to be shooting people and teabagging them and winding people up. I love Call of Duty. I love just camping because I know it winds people up, and because I'm older, I love it. Just hiding in the corner and shooting people as they come through, and just seeing them and hearing them lose their shit as they get killed. Love it. But yeah, but I get it. I get it. Jamie saying Frank's no risk football is going to regress our players, but fans, no, I don't think it is at all, mate. I think we're going to be a fantastic side under Frank. So I totally disagree, buddy. I love Nintendo and watch games. My generation, yeah, yeah, loved Nintendo back in the day. Had an N64 for a little while. Jamie said, no, Frank's going to get it. I ain't getting behind the loser. Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Fair dues. The Last of Us, yes, another good game. Like I say, survival horror games and like zombie games, absolutely love. I love a game that's going to scare the crap out of me. I need to be sat in the dark, and even though I hate horror films, just watching and playing and being involved in it, love it. Absolutely love it. I was going to credit Frank, but then he just showed his true colours. How did he just show his true colours, Jamie? Let us know, mate. How did he show his true colours? He's gone up against the best side in world football, and he's got a 2-2 draw. Listen, I'm going to get behind him, and I know there's going to be a vast majority of people that get behind him, but some people are just still hung up on the previous manager and whoever we had in charge. It isn't going to work for them. So it is what it is, guys. If you're in the house, there is 84 of us in. Please smash that like. Please hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. I'm going to go for probably about another 10 minutes, I think. And guys saying a Hotspur Hood, just don't play the second one. Um, I'm a massive retro collector. I currently have 13 consoles ranging from Master System, NES, Mega Drive, PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Also have the CRT. My inner nerd is just not gonna die. I love being a nerd. It's great being a nerd. As yeah, I'd have game consoles all over the place if I could afford it. I'd make a room just full of game consoles and just game all day if I was a millionaire. Retire and game all day. Philly says, even Gears of War has been liked by making the series available on the best console on PS5. Has seen the light. Yeah, I mean, yeah, PS5 may be the best. I don't know. I've always been an Xbox boy. James saying Frank's no risk football ain't going to work, but Frank does take risks. If you listen to him, he does take risks. One of his mantras is not taking a risk is taking a risk. So he does play. He's not as high risk football as Ange, of course, because he's not dumb. He's got good tactics. Um, it is what it is. Ryan saying Corey Boy in the same studio that did RoboCop, did Terminator Resistance. Great little game as well. Big up Ryan. I hope you're well, mate. Done Hotspur Hood saying done them both. Was long. Woke up. Jamie saying don't tell me Brentford squad is not as good as Spurs. Let's just see how he does, mate. All I'm going to say, Jamie, is let's just see how he does. Let's not be too hard on him too soon. I get it, mate. If we're 6 months, if we're at Christmas and we are doing shocking, the football's awful. Listen, I agree with you. But right now, just think we got to get behind this manager. I think he's good tactically. I think he's a good coach. And I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be absolutely fine. Scott M saying Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed, Odyssey, and Valhalla are my favourites, all on Xbox. Can't stand the PlayStation Remote, but probably because I never used it. Yeah, it's all horses for courses, isn't it? It's all what we like, what we prefer. Like I say, I've always been just love playing Xbox. So it is what it is. But I do agree, some great games out for PS5, and that's why, like 18 months ago, I bought PS5. But I only had it for 6 months because I just wasn't playing it, so I ended up selling it. Wish I never now, but at the time, yeah, I need the money. So Jamie saying Ange beat the Ford Frank and his coaches 3 times and won the Europa League, and that Ford Frank needs a whole team. Again, we're going on one game, aren't we? We're going on one game. We're going on, one game against one manager or 3 games against one manager. Let's just see. Let's just see. That's all I ask you to do, Jamie, mate, is wait and see how he does. And then if he's crap, I get it. I get it totally. Ryan saying, Scott M, great games. I prefer the PS5 controller to the Xbox One. It's more comfortable. I have both consoles. I need to get another console, man. I have got an old Xbox One downstairs. Literally haven't put it on for like 2 years. I think if I probably put it on, the dust would just be like, poof. But I have been tempted to bring it upstairs and link it up, and maybe I have got a little gaming channel as well, which I haven't really started yet. But I've been thinking about, but it would be playing a lot of FIFA, a lot of survival horrors, and a lot of Pro Evo, which isn't Pro Evo, and it's not the same game. What are we saying? Jamie saying Frank is just a Danish. We'll see, mate. We'll see. We'll see. I'm clipping all of this, buddy. I'm clipping all of this. I'm going to go through the chat quickly, guys, because I am going to call it a day, I think. I'm going to go through the people I haven't seen speak yet. Big up, Finn. I hope you're well, mate. He says, loved my Spectrum. In the time it took to load a game, you could walk the dog and have your dinner. It took ages, didn't it? And the thing is, sometimes it would take so long that and then right at the end it would say error, and you'd be like, oh, you'd have to rewind tape to try it again. And yeah, I love my Spectrum. Big up DMC saying boiled eggs and soldiers. Yes, I love a bit of boiled eggs. Lovely, lovely. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to leave it there. Um, as always, like I've said so many times, if it's not for you guys in the chat, there is no show. There really isn't. It's all about you. Hit the like and subscribe on the way out. I say hello to Paddy. Not seen you in the chat before, mate. Big up. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Haven't turned my PS5 on since Christmas. Loved playing my Steam Deck at the Mo. Have Batters, I can't even read that, installed with tens of thousands of games. The arcade games from the 90s were different gravy. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great Friday. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Pure Coys.